Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing today? I am back once again today to do an incredible tarot deck review. And this is actually on the Celtic Tarot deck today by Christopher Hughes. This is an amazing tarot deck, and I'm going to go ahead and get started so I don't run out of time with my camera once again. So I'm going to be taking this out of the box. I wanted to right away get started just showing you the box. An amazing box once again. Really, they put a lot of effort into this box, and everything they do with this particular card deck, they put a lot of effort into. So I wanted to show you today. Go ahead, and they have this little thing that helps you lift. I wanted to show you the inside of the box itself. Just amazing. This is an amazing box once again with the Celtic Tarot deck. Now, immediately when you take out the box, you see this amazing book. A huge book. Once again, they put a lot of effort into this book. And the book itself probably has, I'm just looking into it, probably about 300 and some pages. I'm getting 328 pages. That's including the bibliography in the back. I could go through this. It would take forever to go through this book. It has about the author, about the artist, table of contents, the introduction, and this really explains. If you're a beginner with tarot reading, this book. In fact, I'm actually a beginner, believe it or not, myself. And as much as I do not like to admit that, I'm actually a beginner. I've recently started reading tarot readings, and I'm an intuitive reader. And so everything I do is a natural gift that comes from me, something that I've always had in me. Once again, I just recently just accepted it and acknowledged it. And so looking at this particular book today, it gives a brief history of tarot. So if you're a new beginner, it really is amazing for you. It's an amazing book to read to really get to know tarot readings. How to read tarot cards, symbolisms, what things symbolize. Wanted just kind of to show you this. This is very connected. This is a Celtic intuition, so it's very connected to nature. You see a lot of trees, a lot of how to use the tarot. Once again, it really explains things to you. It goes through and explains what the king, the queen, the knight, the page, the suits, the ace, 2, 3s, the symbolisms, what it means. For instance, the ace of seed, beginnings, potential, promise. It really explains what things mean in the card itself. The chariot, the major arcana. It has a lot of spreads in it. A couple of spreads, and then it pretty much just gets down to the nitty-gritty. I want to show you what the book looks like. It really goes into detail and describes. I just wanted to show you the full card really quickly. It really explains the card itself, what the card means. And so here we go. I just wanted to show you how much detail they give with one particular card. That's just one page. And I'm still on the full card. They're still explaining the card once again with the full card. Still explaining things about the card itself. And I love that once again. Once again, an amazing book. It just goes on through the whole entire major arcana and then through the back. And then you have some spreads once again. Really detailed spreads. It explains a lot about the spreads. So at that, I would take forever to go through this book today. Huge book. So I'm going to open this up and really quickly, I can't explain the cards very much, but I will kind of explain a few cards today. What I would get from this. One thing I love about the cards, I'm going to immediately start off with the Justice card. You see the amazing details. Now, something that really kind of disappointed me with this particular deck, and I see this in almost every single card that I have, and it really disappointed me. There's glitches that actually came with the particular deck itself. You see kind of maybe the flaws at the top, or the art did not cover the whole entire entire card itself. It's almost like there was glitches in the card, and some of the cards you can see a lot more in detail. Kind of see that at the bottom, if you can see that. This is the Justice card. It has the rat. It has kind of a wheat grain once again, and has the balance, the sword once again, and this is an amazing card. Wanted to show you that. the Magician, the Ten of Swords. And at the end, I'm kind of going to do a shuffle, and I kind of want to do a kind of a quick spread if I have time. Kind of a quick spread. That's the Four of Cauldrons, the Two of Cauldrons. And once again, I was wanting to show you, you can see it more in this particular card, kind of the corners. You see kind of the disappointment that I was telling you about. Kind of just the flaws in the card itself. It's almost like an ink pen. Someone marked with an ink pen. I hate that. The Six of Cauldrons, say amazing card, the Six of Cauldrons. It brings out, you can have cups that will really have earth energy, and then you can have earth cards that will have water energy. It's really amazing how they do this particular card. It really, there's different energies with different particular suits, and it's just amazing. Really brings out different ways to make a reading once again. Now, once again, if you do not like nudity, do not get this deck. This has a lot of nudity. This Three of Cauldrons is an example. A lot of nudity. A lot of feminine energy. Embraces femininity. It embraces nature. I love this. I love the Celtic Tarot deck. The Chariot. You see the dragons. I love dragons. And I love this deck once again. The High Priestess. Kind of see a new beginning with that moon up there. And I love the High Priestess once again. I'm going to try to bring in my camera a little bit so maybe you can see this a little bit better. The Knight of Shields. The King of Shields. That kind of shows someone getting a foot massage, kind of humbleness once again. Kind of someone who's royal, you know, really getting a good life once again. The Mother card. Now, I like the scythe that is in here. You see how the different things, the elements, the different objects they put in the card that can really bring out an intuitive reading once again. The Mother card. This is actually known as the Empress card. So they actually use the Empress card. It's called the Mother card in this particular deck. I love that. Now, I also wanted to say this is a very provocative tarot deck, and what I mean with this is, you see the penis right there is right there behind it, is right there behind her, and that's what you get with this deck. It's very provocative. So you get kind of the point when you see the Empress. You see kind of a penis right behind her, someone who is pregnant. Empress card, maybe the Empress card, you know, the mother, you know, she's pregnant, you know, and you kind of get the point about that. And it's almost like you see the stones drop and it creates a ripple effect in her life. Things, you know, it's pretty much what you get. She's learning, she's growing up. The Empress card. The Druid, also known as the Hierophant card. I love this. You see the snake. And you get numbers in this card. I like this because you can actually use those numbers in readings. A lot of times they meant something to me in readings. So it's amazing. Every last detail on a card has a potential to mean something. This is, you know, could be meeting face-to-face, meeting yourself face-to-face, meeting reality. There's many different things. The Sun card. The Sun card once again. The Seven of Cauldrons. The Ace of Wands. The Eight of Shields. The Knight of Wands. And now, this deck does kind of bend a little bit, but even with that, it's still a really good deck. It's almost like it doesn't flop. It doesn't flop. It's a really good deck. It's probably one of the best decks I have when it comes to my readings. It doesn't give me any problems, even though it is kind of bent out of shape. I have not got any problems with this deck whatsoever. Just the way it looks when you first get it. It's had a lot of glitches to it. But amazing art at that. But just around the edges, you kind of get some glitches. The Six of Wands. Knight of Swords. Kind of that stormy situation once again. Four of Shields. The Page of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Star card. And I love the Star card in this particular deck. It's just a beautiful card. But it's almost like it's kind of different because someone's not happy. It doesn't show someone who is excited. Like they're really honest, but like kind of shows someone kind of upset about something actually. And I'm going to situate my camera really quickly, and my camera's trying to go off, and once again, I'll have to work with that. But that's okay. Let's focus on me a little bit more. And once again, the Star card. This is a Seven of Swords. I love the Seven of Swords in this particular deck. It's just an amazing card, Seven of Swords. Someone's definitely getting away, trying to be sneaky. The Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords I don't necessarily like because some of the decks I have, this is kind of a different when it comes to the reading with the Two of Swords. Some of the decks that I have, it shows more of a positive energy. It kind of shows kind of toxins, kind of a toxic energy. And I like it, but it's just a little bit different for me. For me in particular, I thought it was different. The King of Cauldrons, and once again, this is a very provocative deck. If you do not like decks that is provocative, very sexually explicit, this is something I would not recommend. This is a very diverse deck, and this is what I wanted to show you. Very diverse. It shows African American, it shows white, it shows different cultures, women, men. This is not a discriminatory deck. I love that. It's a very... I'm actually a feminist, and I've really enjoyed this deck. This is an amazing deck, and so I do really appreciate this in this particular deck itself. I really have an appreciation for this deck, the King of Cauldrons. The King of Wands. Once again, this is very explicit. You kind of see what I mean. What's behind the king? And sometimes this can mean someone who is openly gay. Once again, I actually like this. I really like this card. It really speaks to me, and I like that it's very very diverse, but at the same time, it's not discriminatory. It's there for everyone to be able to get a reading out of this card. Anyone can use this card. The Nine of Cauldrons. The Nine of Cauldrons. This beat up Nine of Wands. Someone is definitely beat up, going through a tough time once again. The Fool card. I like the Fool card. The Rebirth. This is also known as the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is called the World card, the Rebirth card in here. And you have a baby. Once again, you have a baby. You have an announcement. It's almost like an announcement of a child flow taking place. Once again, things are really taking off for you. And it's just an amazing card. There's a lot speaking with this particular card. So I really get what they're meaning with this particular card, an announcement. The World card. Once again, nudity. Nudity is all in this deck today. Nudity. You're going to see it. If you're offended by nudity, this is not the deck. Once again, not the deck for you. Nine of Swords. The Strength card. And the Death card. Now, the Death card is an amazing, it's a really good card. Once again, I wanted to show that to you. This amazing Death card. I just love the Death card. And I'm trying to get my camera situated today. Let me try to find another way to fix this camera. Even if I have to move my setup here. right, let me continue on with this today. That was the Death card. The Eight of Swords. An amazing card once again. It definitely shows a lot of detail to these cards. The Page of Wands, I like this because you see the volcano in the back and you can say things are coming to the surface. The Page of Wands. It's definitely a learning process of knowledge. Things are coming to a point, a boiling point, to a head, to a point once again. So there's a lot of intuitive readings you can get out of these decks. The Queen of Shields. It really brings out the psyche in a card itself. The Ace of Shields. Five of Shields. And this is my favorite card and the whole entire deck, I can honestly say today. It does not have a lot of detail, but I like how they show the Four of Swords and how they kind of really stress that out. But I also wanted to show you, it kind of really ticked me off. You see the glitches on the side of it. It's really badly in this card. But other than that, this is my favorite card. You see the Four of Swords. This is like thinking outside, the outside connection to the outside world, to the spirit world, maybe to the heavens once again. It's having that connection outside communication, outside connection. For some, this can be psychic abilities. And I love that particular card because it really goes into depth when you really think about it and really get down into the depth thought of it once again. You see kind of enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, the sun shining at the top, the light coming down. The Queen of Cauldrons today. Three of Shields. Compromises, truces being made. Ten of Wands. Page of Cauldrons coming out once again, coming out of the shell. This could be coming out to your family that you are openly homosexual. This is seeing things for what meets the eye. An amazing deck once again. What I'm saying, there's so many different things that you can get with this particular deck. The Merlin card, also known as the Hermit card. I wanted to show you this amazing card once again. It's just a beautiful card. You got Merlin the Wizard. The Six of Swords. Definitely a water energy. Eight of Cauldrons today. Kind of a new moon, and I love the different styles of this card once again. The Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Wands. Once again, you see these sexual exploitations in the back. It's just almost like very graphic. I also wanted to show you this deck can open you up to maybe different planets. If you're reading someone's planet signs, I've actually done this. You see the Saturn in the back. This deck really does open things up when it comes to that Saturn and Venus and different things like that. The King of Swords. So it's not just sun and moon, it's other planets as well you could really use with this particular deck. And the deck will show you, if this is that person's sign, because you'll have the Saturn. And you could say, this is someone's Saturn sign. I mean, it's very interesting. I've used that before, and it's been very accurate. I love the Tower card today because it's different, because it's almost like the Tower card can be reversed in this particular card, and it's almost like the Tower card can come to an end. The Tower itself can come to an end. But when you have this in reverse, I've actually got this in a reading. It's almost like the relationship, the love was so strong that nothing was going to be able to put it out, not even the Tower card, because the love was going to come down and put the flame out that was burning in her life, that was trying to destroy their life. I've actually gotten that with some particular readings today. And it's almost like, it's an amazing Tower card, because when you get water, it puts out fire, and it's almost like love can go through anything, all things, and there's nothing that can stop love. And so when you get a love reading and you get the Tower card, that can be really amazing. The Four of Wands, someone walking down the aisle of wedding. I love it. Four of Wands. The Nine of Shields today is like you're being bailed out. Someone's trying to bail you out. Money, once again. The Moon card today. An amazing moon card. It's almost like someone's trying to reach out from the dead. Maybe this is a nightmare. It's kind of an interesting moon card. The Six of Shields. Five of Wands. Page of Shields. The Shadow. Now, the Shadow is the Devil card. They call it the Shadow card here. And you don't see the Devil. You got to really look in the back to see the Devil once again. See the eyes, and it's an amazing card. The Three of Swords. So the interesting, the Shadow card, the Devil is almost like the Devil is not always the Devil. Sometimes it could be, the Devil itself can just be dark times, just the shadows in your life. And it really explains things when it comes to the Devil. I really like the Devil card, in this particular, the Shadow. The Three of Swords. The Knight of Cauldrons. I love this card. See the Raven on the mind's like energy sucking energies from you, sucking thoughts. It's like a draining energy. The Ace of Cauldrons. And I wanted to show you this ring on, a lot of rings on your fingers. So I've actually got people getting married out of this particular deck. Amazing readings that you get, because I pay attention to details in the cards. The Seven of Wands, you see the lily, represents pure intentions. Someone really protecting, on guard about something. You see the kind of the spirits in the back, the 7 spirits. This is protection. The Eight of Wands. So someone showing travel. And I like the snake on kind of the 5th wand once again. I wanted to show you that. This could be health, vitality coming, and sometimes this could be a time frame. The 10 of Shields. Once again, I love the purity of this card, and it does show, 2 women getting married. The rainbow showing LGBT is very diverse, is very open to a lot of different beliefs. I love this card. The 10 of Shields. Open to love, once again. I really appreciate that. The 5 of Cauldrons, and you have the pig there, and there's so many different meanings and symbolisms in these cards. The 5 of Swords. You kind of see the army in the background. You have the army fighting for you. Or you have an army rising against you. The Father card, you see the volcano exploding. You see kind of the Aries energies in the Father card. The Father card is also, in this particular deck, it shows the number 15, so it does have numbers on it. Wanted to show you that. Now, the Father card, in many other decks, I will kind of show you with other decks as well, the Father card is actually the Emperor card. So that's the Emperor card once again. The 7 of Shields. An amazing 7 of Shields. It's almost like you're conjuring something up. And that's what a lot of times we'll end up getting out of this particular card. But there's many different meanings you can get from this card. You kind of see something being conjured up right there in the middle. The Equilibrium card. Wonderful card once again. This is also known as the 14th. This is also known as Equilibrium card, the Justice card. So this is the Justice card. The 2 of Wands. Definite success in your choices. The 2 of Shields. I'm balancing, struggling, and juggling. Once again, I love this particular 2 of Shields. You kind of see maybe a friend, once again, is the wolf behind you. It's an amazing wolf. Once again, you kind of see the Saturn energies once again, and this is an amazing card once again in the 3 of Wands. The 10 of Cauldrons, and amazing when it comes to, twins, family. Once again, shows family come together. This could also be an LGBT relationship. I love how this, Christopher Hughes is an amazing, it was illustrated by Chris Don on this particular tarot deck, so I just kind of wanted to let you know that today. There's wonderful illustrations in this particular deck. Christopher Hughes is an amazing person when it comes, especially how he created this deck. The Lovers card, I love the Lovers card. It's more of a family type thing. You see the tree, it's almost like I'm thinking of Pocahontas. You see the face in the tree, you know. I'm thinking of the movie Pocahontas, and I love the tree card. The Lover's card really connects to me. The Hanged Man is an amazing card. And the last card today is the Queen of Swords. So really quickly, I'm going to go through and just kind of, I'm at 25 minutes so far in this particular, I want to go ahead and take a couple minutes just to kind of do a shuffle test. Now, this is a pretty good deck with shuffling. However, the shuffling kind of is scattered once again. It's a very flexible deck. So I just wanted to kind of see if you can make sure you can see the shuffle once again. And it's a really good deck at shuffling. It shuffles very easy. And it's just an amazing deck. I wanted to show you the side shuffle as well. You get an amazing side shuffle off of it. And just the shuffle is very smooth once again. And I shuffle different than most people, so you kind of get a weird shuffle for me. Weird side shuffle. I like the side shuffle with this particular deck. You get an amazing shuffle out of it. The cards are not kind of slick. They're kind of, the cards kind of stick together more. If you're doing a side shuffle, it's maybe not as easy. That's what I like about glossy cards itself, is the side shuffle. So amazing deck once again. Amazing deck. Once again, this is an amazing card deck to shuffle. So I wanted just to kind of show you that once again today. Now, in particular, I have a couple minutes. I wanted to show you something really quickly. This is designed by Christopher Hughes. So this is a deck I recommend to a lot of people. So given the rating of this deck, I'm going to give this deck a 5 today. This is a definite 5-star. The only issue I have today, which is, it's not necessarily the deck itself, it's the factory. And so I'm going to continue to give this deck a 5 today. They could have done better maybe in the factory. There's glitches. But in spite of that, this is an amazing deck. If this would have been not have the glitches in it once again, this would have been an amazing deck. Wonderful deck to shuffle. They put a lot of effort, a lot of effort into this. And so that's what I'm going to end today. A definite 5 for this particular deck, the Celtic Tarot. Once again, thank you. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and do let me know how you like this video once again today. Thank you for coming. I'm your boy Celtic Intuition. Thank you for coming once again, and y'all have a wonderful day.